All right, so starting off the combat, Victor is going to pull out his bow and arrow. He has this this like twig that he uses. It's like a small twig. He grips it in his hand and it turns into a magical wooden bow. And he puts his hood up and takes a step backwards towards the stairway here. He's going to walk up to the stairs and on top of these boxes. And he is going to fire his arrow at the tentacle up here at the top. And that first shot is going to miss. He's going to make his second shot and miss again. So Victor didn't do much, unfortunately. Then it's the tentacles' turn. Fergus, then you're up. So the tentacles are going to... mute that. Okay. So this tentacle can go that far out. It is going to swipe across the deck, and it is going to grab the cannon. And it rolls a 1 to grab the cannon, so it is not going to be able to wrap around the cannon currently. This one's going to do the same. This one is going to grab onto the cannon and attempt to rip it off the ship. And it does. So this particular cannon is out of commission. You can use the cannons, but this particular one in the top left that I'm pinging right now is out of commission. I'll draw a little X over it for you. So those are those tentacles. The tentacle around the rudder here is going to wrap around, and you can see, Fergus, from where you're at, you can see this tentacle up at the front of the ship that's wrapped around the hole, is like cracking the wood of the tip of the ship right now. The one in the back here is also pulling on the engine, as you can hear it going, trying to get through. This tentacle here in the middle is going to attack Barley. This one is going to attack Torgon.
Bloody hell.
And Torgon gets wrapped up in this tentacle. The Barley gets missed, though. Alright, that is the tentacles' turns. Fergus, you're up. Leon's next, then Crocus.
Just to clarify, am I at the top of the...
You are at the top of the crow's nest currently.
Okay.
It's about 20 feet or so up.
Okay. Okay, I guess my... I don't know whether I want to attack the actual, like, head of the monster, or if I want to free this dude. I'll probably free this guy, because it means we get more turns in a go. So I'll take out my Nah, I'll climb down. Climb down, and I'll climb down, and then I'll walk over to it, and I'll use my sword and, like, slash at it to try and get it to release.
Go ahead and roll your short sword attack.
Rapier as well.
Or rapier, sorry. Rapier attack, my bad.
No, that's why I said the wrong thing as well, don't worry. Okay.
Natural 20, wow, you were right. What the fuck?
Oh,
okay, so click on the purple words there next to in roll 20 here next to the map where you see the green 26. Click on the purple word rapier and it'll do the automatic crit for you. Okay. So it's going to be 11 plus 3. So that's 14. And then would you get sneak attack here? You would not in this current situation. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you would, because the octopus doesn't see you. So we're going to say you get the extra 12 plus 3 as well there. So that is going to be 14 plus 15 is 29. 29. So as you bring your sword through the tentacle, you stab through it, it starts to wriggle and kind of whir around and slap around on the deck. And as it does, it lets go of Torgon.
Ooh.
And he is no longer restrained. All right, so that's your action, your movement. Do you want to do anything for your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Yep.
Is that what my thing
Yep.
is called? I can't remember. Yeah, it's
Yep.
called disengage. I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna go back up to the top of the thingy.
You
The
can.
crow's
So it was 20 feet to go down, and then
Yeah.
5 more feet to get to where you're at. So you only have 5 more feet of movement. So you can get to this square or like to the base of the ladder right here.
Yeah, I'll just go to the base of the ladder there.
All right.
Is that okay there?
Yep. That's perfect.
Okay, that's me.
All right. Next up is Leon. Leon's going to rush forward here and attack the tentacle that is attempting to get this cannon. And he is going to roll well enough to hit with his big old greatsword. And he is going to deal quite a bit of damage here, which is going to be 12. He's going to deal 12 damage to that as he brings his weapon down. Well, actually, that's his flail. Let me re-roll that. Okay, it's actually only 10 damage, sorry. He is going to then... We'll say he used his bonus action to rage, too, because he's a barbarian. So he raged, and he gets an extra 2 damage, so it actually is going to be 12. All right, that's Leon's turn. Crocus.
Would I be able to use Speech of the Woods on the octopus?
Absolutely.
Let's do that then.
It is considered a beast.
Do I need to like roll it or anything?
So you need to tell me where you're going on the ship to talk to the octopus and what you say. Like, we'll
Okay.
role play it out.
I want to go. Here? Yeah, I think that's good. And I want to be like, hey, why are you attacking the ship, homie?
You speak octopus?
Yeah, I speak octopus. Why are you attacking the ship? What's wrong?
We don't have a choice.
You're being forced?
As
to-
you're
to-
looking at him, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
P perception.
Just
Dunk.
PP.
Okay. So with an 11, you can't really see what's going on because they're kind of partway underwater. But you do see the Tritons on their back, so I'll ping those again for you. You see the Tritons that are standing on the octopus backs. They're kind of peeking out of the water more than the octopus itself is. And you can tell that the creature, the Triton, is holding on to what looks like reins around like the octopus's head.
Ah.
Ooh, so don't go for the octopus, go for the dudes on top. I want to hit the dude on top.
Okay.
Can I do magic stone? Would I
Magic
be able
stone?
to throw
Okay.
it for-
There are not very many stones on the ship here, but you do
I
have
the marbles in my
you have the
bag.
marbles. Those will work.
Awesome.
Can she also use the cannons, the cannonballs as?
No, they're a little too big.
Oh.
Oh, yo.
Okay. 21 is definitely going to hit for 6 bludgeoning damage. So you're attacking the Triton over here?
Yeah, I want to attack.
Okay.
Dude.
So as you throw your marble, it kind of whizzes through the air and bonks off of the Triton's forehead, who shakes his head a bit and then points his spear towards you, like points his spear up at you, and then he whips the reins of the octopus as he does. Nothing happens yet.
Oh. Okay, I think I'll probably call it there.
All right. The band is going to do their thing. So Jean-Paul is going to pull out his microphone, and he is going to yell into the microphone, and he's going to say, "Halt." And as he does, one of the Triton is going to roll a save here. And this one over here is going to, like, drop his spear and his reins that he's holding on to. Now he's just standing on top of the octopus, kind of helplessly. Looks like Jean-Paul has, like, charmed him, kind of similar to what Shisa might do.
Ooh.
Barley is going to pull out his guitar and click a little button on the side of it that a blade shoots out of. And he is going to hit this tentacle with his blade guitar and miss. And then Grit is going to pull out his drumsticks. And he's going to run over here. And he's going to click little buttons on his drumsticks that turn them to daggers. And he's going to make 2 attacks on the tentacle here for a total of 5 and 4, 9 damage with his 2 attacks. And lastly, Torgon is going to pull out his bass guitar, sling it over his shoulder kind of like a bazooka, take a step back, and click a button on it that fires a blast out of the tip of it. He's going to roll disadvantage because he can't get out of range of this thing. He's going to miss. So the blast kind of fires off in a different direction. Why is he... okay, there we go. All right, perfect. And that's the band. Shisa, you're up.
So I should probably attack the head, right?
There's options. So this tentacle up here is going to break the ship first, probably. The one in the back is pretty dangerous. The Tritons that are on the back of the octopi, they are seemingly, like, Crocus, your friend, she called out and she said, like, don't attack the octopus, attack the Triton. That can be up to you whether or not you feel like you can do that right now or not. It just depends.
Can I target the Triton from here? Or...
From where you're at currently, you can't see them. So you're standing kind of right here at the front of the ship, right in the middle. You would need to walk towards one of the edges about right here or in front of Crocus here. One of those 2 edges to hit one of the Triton.
Okay, so I would probably go, like, right here. And I would... I want to do some damage to a Triton, but I'm not quite sure if I can cast maybe, like, a Thunderclap onto it.
Can you read me Thunderclap? When you click on it, what does it say?
It says, you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take thunder damage.
Okay. At the top, what does it say for range? Like above all that description?
5 feet.
5 feet is about right there in front of you.
Oh, so I can't.
Yeah, each of these squares is 5 feet. So the Triton is currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away from you.
Okay, maybe I should just thunderclap a tentacle that's damaging the ship then.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah, I think that might be a better idea since I'm not the best at
this
targeting
tentacle
damage.
looks like it's almost dead, like it's almost about to fall off.
Let's thunderclap. I'm gonna actually, I don't want to be too close to the head. I'll be next to the band members to be safe.
Sounds
be
good.
Right there, and then do a thunderclap on the tentacle.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll roll the save here for the tentacle. And it is going to fail its save, take 4 thunder damage, and die.
Nice. Anybody want some calamari?
Yeah!
So the tentacle kind of flops onto the deck of the ship and then sinks off the ship into the water. That is your turn, Shisa. The octopi themselves are going to move a bit. This one's going to move here. This one's going to move here as well. The Triton follow them because they're on the backs. And that turn. Victor is back up. He's going to fire 2 more arrows up at the top tentacle. Up here. And first one is a 19 to hit, which is going to definitely hit. It's better, Victor. There you go. There's 7 damage. And the next one is a 14, which is also going to hit for That one's better. 9 damage. Okay. 2 arrows thump thump into the tentacle on the tip of the ship. Next is the tentacle's turns. The first one is going to attempt to wrap around Leon. And it is going to hit. So Leon is going to get grappled by the tentacle. I'll just leave him. Come on, Leon. Let me click on you. Alright, there we go. So he is wrapped up by the tentacle. Oh, I forgot to do Egrid's turn too. Okay. Let's do Egrid's turn. She's going to run up here and hit this tentacle. That's going to hit. And she's going to deal 12 damage. And that's her turn. Okay, now the tentacle wraps around Leon. This one's going to go for Grit over here. That one's going to miss. Alright, the other one's going to go for Barley again. This time does end up wrapping around Barley. And the last one is going to... Actually, the last couple are going to come over here. This one's going to try and grab that cannon. And is going to succeed on the cannon. So both these cannons are out of commission. Alright. Next up, we have Fergus.
Okay, mister. Is the one on the right still halted by the chant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I run and jump on the back of the octopus using my acrobats or agility? I don't really care. Acrobats. So I wanna jump onto the back of the octopus first and foremost.
Good enough.
Okay.
That'll get you there. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to about mid-octopus where I just put that red dot by accident. I didn't actually mean to put that red dot.
Yeah.
Get to about right there.
Yeah, that's...
You can bonus action dash, though, as a rogue. So you can get to the Triton if you want with your bonus action.
Can I use my bonus action before my attack?
Absolutely.
Fuck it. We're going all guns blazing. I'll dash towards the Triton as well. Oh, I'm under the...
Okay. I'll move it to the back.
Okay.
Where you be?
Because he's dazed, this might sound like... I don't know, like, I don't want to ruin the gameplay, but, like, because he's dazed, can I just, like...
You automatically crit when somebody's dazed, like he is, currently.
But, like, am I just overthinking this? Like, surely if he's, like, let go of the reins, I can literally just be like, and push him off.
You can definitely just, like, push him off the octopus if you want, but you know he's a Triton, so pushing him into the water isn't going to do anything.
Oh, okay.
He's going to shoot back up out of the water and come attack you.
Okay.
You're going to want to, like, stab him here if you want him to stop, or something else, or maybe tie him up, or whatever other option you can think of.
Wait, let me look at my stuff.
You're good. Crocus, you're almost up.
Okay, cool.
So you can start thinking about what you want to do.
I think the best thing to do is just bury my rapier in his chest.
Yeah, you're going to automatically crit because he's stunned right now.
Okay, but and shall I still roll anyway? Is it like a double crit if I'm
so you
nat 20?
just roll the damage twice for your rapier. So click on the damage twice for the rapier, and then click on the sneak attack damage twice as well. Okay. So, okay, that did it for you. Okay, so 9 plus 7 is 16, 6 and 6 is 12, so that's 28 damage to this Triton. So you just bring your rapier and, like, stab it right through the Triton's, like, clavicle area, like right through his neck, and that immediately undazes him. as he then wraps his hands around your rapier and attempts to pull it out of his own body, but he's struggling. And that is your attack. So that's your bonus action, your action, your movement. Anything else you want to do? Like say a cool one-liner. He's not dead.
Get fucked.
He's gurgling. It is the Triton's turn. So they are going to, the first one is going to take his spear and attack Fergus for a 19 to hit you, Fergus.
Ooh.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay. So you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage from the rapier. Or sorry, not the rapier, the spear. And then as it stabs into you, he is going to twist the spear, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw in the top left of your character sheet. Okay, good. So you are only going to take... That is 16 halved to 8. You're going to take 8 poison damage as the spear twists into your own kind of chest area and releases poison into your body. And that is the Triton there. The other Triton is going to walk forward to the front of the octopus and is going to try and look up and see what he sees. He doesn't really see anybody near the edge of the ship because Crocus backed away after she threw the rock. So we're going to say he's going to back up here. He's going to attempt to throw his spear at Crocus with massive disadvantage because he's got to throw it over the railing here. So you're going to get a bonus to your armor class and you're going to get disadvantage on this. It's an 18 and a 14. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 12.
Okay, but you get a +5 for where you're standing, so it's actually going to be 17. And that's just something I had in my own brain. I didn't tell you that, but so he missed. His spear hits the railing here. You notice, though, as he throws the spear, you see it like sticking to the railing of the ship here, and then he yanks it back. It's attached to a cord.
Sneaky!
All right. That is the Triton's turn. Leon is going to attempt to break free of his... No, he's just going to attack the tentacle. He doesn't need to break free. He is going to pull out his flail and hit that tentacle nicely for 10 damage again. And that tentacle is pretty close to dead. You're probably not too worried about Leon being dragged into the water, seeing as he can breathe underwater. So, Crocus, you're up.
I want to speak more to octopi.
Okay. So you will need to move closer to the edge to be able to, like, talk to it.
Dunk.
All right, so you're kind of standing between a couple cannons. You look down, you see the octopus is, like, squinting.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to help you. We're going to help. Is there, like, a way to, like... do these guys have, like, a disadvantage or something? Like, a way we can, like, defeat them? I want to help you, little homie.
They are our masters.
Oh, no!
His eyes get really big as he's looking at you, and he's, like, looking at you, like, dead in your soul, like, in your eyes, and he just says...
There are more coming.
Uh-oh.
So that is information that you wouldn't have gotten if you weren't able to speak to these octopi, but he's trying to help you as best he can in the situation that he's in.
Okay, I'm gonna call out to everybody else. There's more coming. Just be aware. What can I do? Am I close enough to shillelagh this dude?
You are not. He's all the way over here. Shillelagh.
Oh, no.
Think of shillelagh like a buff
It's close,
to your weapon.
Yeah.
So you like enchant your staff and then you smack somebody with it. That's kind of what shillelagh does.
But I'd have to get close to him to do that.
Yeah.
Can I? No, I can't.
You 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could not get quite close enough to him with the movement you have left.
I don't know if I have any attacks that could really do anything except for Magic Stone. But that bounced off.
You can look at on your spell list. Do you have any other attacks on your spell list? I can't remember.
I have absorb elements, cure wounds, detect magic, disguise self, good berry, and then speak with animals.
Okay. So a lot of supporting stuff, not really much attacking.
What I think we should do.
You can also
give me
shapeshift
a-
into an animal. So if you want, you can use your action on your turn to shapeshift into a shark or a alligator or like an amphibious animal. So you could shapeshift into your own octopus.
What I think we should do is we should like all gang up on one side against one of the what are they called? The little fuckers on the back?
Tritons.
Tritons, sorry. So I don't know, maybe it's worth you guys coming to my side of the ship.
Wait. Can I do wild shape and turn into a blue whale?
Not quite. Not quite.
Can I become a whale? Of some
Unfortunately,
side?
a little too big.
That is a little bit too big. Okay. I want to become a beluga whale.
A beluga whale? Okay.
Oh no,
Hold on.
an orca actually. Wait, can I turn into an orca?
Let me see.
I don't have the list anymore.
Oh, like a
Wait.
killer whale?
Yeah, like a killer whale.
Yeah, I think so. Let me look at the challenge
Those
rating.
motherfuckers got
It's a
teefies.
challenge rating of 3. What level are you? You guys are level 5 or
Or 4 or 5.
We're level
Four?
4.
Five?
Yeah.
4? Okay. I don't think you can be a killer whale.
That's okay.
The animals you can be in your specific type of druid aren't super like they're. Think of them pretty
Just basic.
pretty basic, yeah.
Okay. Shark.
Okay, we can do a shark for sure.
Let's do a shark.
All right,
How do I
so
roll?
I am going to send you the sharks stats here on D&D, or sorry, on Roll20. Or, oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I'm sending you
God.
them on Discord. Okay, so if you click
Okay,
on that,
cool,
it'll
cool.
take you to D&D
I
Beyond.
love reef sharks.
So when you do that, I assume you like dive into the water because you can't breathe
Yeah.
outside of water as
Right.
a shark. So you have a bite attack, and when you're looking at it there, does it give you like a little button to click next to the bite attack?
No.
It doesn't have any button or anything there.
Wait, did that do something? It did. I pressed it.
Okay. It didn't show anything in Roll20. What did it do for you?
It said 18 for
Oh,
me.
okay. So that's how we'll do it then. So you just tell me what the numbers are and I'll trust you. I'm not worried
Okay.
about you. Anything like that. So you can see what your hit points are there in the top left. You see you have 22 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Your armor
cool,
class is 12. So when I ask you what your armor class is, you remember that's 12. I can remember that pretty easy too.
Okay.
The other ability that you have there on the far right is the same thing that Rossi's character gets naturally. It's called Pack Tactics. So you see that on the right hand column there. The shark has advantage on attack roll against a creature if at least one of the shark's allies is within 5 feet of the creature. You see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Swim
So-
under the boat and come to my side.
So
that
that's
we get the
exactly right.
pack
So
attack.
what you could do is you could
Okay.
swim underneath the boat and go over to where Ross
Rossi
is.
Yes, I want to do that.
All right. So for that, so we're gonna say you go underneath the boat. You can get to about halfway. So right now your character's underneath the boat. I'm gonna put a little marker on so that we understand that your character's underneath the boat. We're gonna put a blue marker on her so that we know that she's underneath in the water. Okay.
Finger.
And she is about that far back towards where Ross is. Where Fergus
Nice.
is. Okay. The band is going to make their attacks. They're all just going to roll their basic attacks here. Okay, hit, miss, hit. So, Jean-Paul is going to climb down the ladder here and hit the tentacle that Barley's in. Barley is going to miss the tentacle that he's in. Grit is going to attack this one over here, and Torgon is going to move a little bit past Shisa over here to Barley and shoot at it. All right, roll my damages here. Okay. And math is hard, easy, it's easy. Okay, got it. This tentacle dies. And Barley is let go. And that's the band. Shisa, you're up.
I'm trying to debate what I should do here. I'm thinking like I should try, at least attempt to get into the minds of one of the Tritons.
You sure can?
But I don't know if I have a spell that has enough range. I have one that's 60 feet for Dissonant Whispers. Is that good? Can I hit the Triton from there?
If you walk Shisa over in front of Barley, you can hit that Triton that Fergus is attacking, or if you walk over here to this side, you can hit the one that hasn't been hit yet. Or he did get hit by a magic stone. That I guess he did get hit by that.
I think I'll just I'll hit the one that Ross is attacking right now.
All right. Go ahead and roll the damage, and I will roll the save. He rolls a 2 on his save, so you're going to get the damage here, which is going to be 2 plus 4 plus 1, which is 7 damage. And then he actually has to run away from you with Dissonant Whispers as far as he can.
What a pussy.
So as he runs, Fergus, you're going to get an opportunity attack as he's trying to run away.
Oh,
he
yeah.
holds his head and he goes, "Ah, ah," as he starts running.
I'm also... Not only do I get an opportunity attack, because... don't I get the sneak attack damage as well? Because obviously he's not going to expect me to attack him because he's, like, confused by the voices.
In this case, you would not.
Okay. Okay, then, yeah, fuck it. Rapier again, bitch.
All right. 19's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 10 piercing is enough to finish him off. So as he's going to dive over the edge of the octopus, you actually bring your rapier out and just pierce it through him in midair. And you're just holding his limp body dangling over the back of the octopus.
Cute.
The creature's
I just
dead.
like swing him above my head for a little bit and just off into the distance.
You swing him above your head a little bit and then throw him off.
Yeah, get fucked, bitch.
And he's dead. Okay. Next up is... Oh, did you want to inspire anybody or anything else, Shisa, on your turn?
Yeah, I'll inspire Moonsy the shark.
All right.
Moonsy the shark.
So you
I'll
hear from underwater.
A song. I go, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark,
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
I'm like
Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do do.
Woo!
And then the band also breaks into song with us.
Yes, they do. They start strumming their weapons.
Shark dancing in the water.
All right. It is the octopi's turn. I think they're going to stick where they're at. At the end of that, so this is the end of the round. This round of combat. We're starting back up with Victor, but before that happens, Fergus, Shisa, and Krokus, all three of you, go ahead and roll me perception checks. Actually.
Perception.
Oh no, this can't mean anything good.
Wow.
I wonder what this random perception check may be.
11, 11, 17. Okay,
11,
actually,
make
because of Krokus's warning, go ahead and roll with advantage, everybody. So let's roll again, one more time, everyone. Let's take the higher number because of Krokus's warning.
Wait, how do you do that again?
Just roll.
Just roll again.
Time.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Okay, so 11 for Shisa, 17 for Krokus, and a 14 for Fergus. Okay. So, Fergus, you kind of see out of the corner of your eye, you see a Triton approaching, and it fires its spear out at you. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw with advantage now because you saw it coming. So roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Okay, so the spear goes flying past you, kind of lands on top of the octopus, and the creature yanks the cord backward into the water of the spear. Shisa, please roll me a dexterity saving throw, not with advantage.
Oh.
Okay. So this time the spear stabs into Shisa's
Oh,
shoulder.
Oh.
And there you see a Triton kind of in the wake of the boat here. And it is going to deal a total of 7 points of piercing damage. And please roll me a Constitution saving throw, Shisa. The 3, you're going to take 7 points of poison damage, which I think... Are you immune to poison?
No, I'm immune to poison.
You're immune to poison. You're good. No poison damage.
Okay.
But you are going to get yanked on the boat, off the boat, sorry, into the water.
Oh, shit.
uh-oh.
Okay.
So he pulls the spear back. You are currently falling from the boat into the water. You haven't fallen quite into the water yet. And that is those Tritons' turn. Crocus, you see, kind of scarily, that underneath the ship, as you're swimming down there, you kind of look up and you see that there are 3 Triton underneath the ship, and they are trying to drill holes in the bottom of the ship.
Hell no, dude.
So I'll put those Triton on the map here for you, and I'm going to mark them with blue dots so that you know that they are underneath the ship.
I'm gonna
Isn't
eat
this
them.
dude meant to be dead?
Nope, that's the one that fired his spear at you.
Oh, okay.
So the one you did kill one. You definitely killed one. The one that was on the octopus. Which is a pretty important one, because now that octopus doesn't have anything to do.
Oh, that's what you think.
All right.
I'm gonna get
So
walking. I can still hear you, man.
the last ones, I'm just gonna give them to you, even though you guys don't really see them. But we'll say that Victor and Grit call out that there's 2 more Triton over on the other side of the ship as well. All right, so those are the ones that the octopus seemed to have warned you about, and it was a pretty good warning there, Crocus. Crocus, I'm going to give you an attack on any one of these 3 that you want that are underneath the ship.
Can I eat this one? This,
Click and hold on
it's
it.
Not doing... Oh, I can click and hold on it? Oh, yo.
That
This
one.
dude!
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to eat him!
So go ahead and roll the bite attack and let me know what you got.
Let's go. Oh no, that was not good at all. 7.
7 is going to miss as you swim up as the shark and go to bite. The creature swims out of the way. It's no longer drilling on the bottom of the ship, but it does dodge your attack.
Okay, well, at least it's not drilling.
Yes, you stopped it. All right, so Victor is going to fire 2 arrows at this Triton over here. Actually, no, he's going to go for the tentacle because he's going to try and stop that thing from breaking the ship. All right, that one's going to hit. That one's going to hit for a total of enough to kill this tentacle.
Yeah.
All right. So Victor saves the front of the ship. The back of the ship is still getting yanked on, though, as it is the tentacle's turn. That one is going to squeeze Leon for a total of 10 points of damage, half to 5. And then the other tentacles. One is going to attack Grit here. This one is going to continue breaking the back of the ship. And then these other tentacles... Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Leon is not going to take any damage because this octopus is not going to hurt him. This octopus over here that tentacle is attached to is no longer a combatant at the moment. Let's see here. Next up is Fergus. Go for it, Fergus.
So I want to try and pick the reins up and see if I can control the octopus.
Okay. Roll me an animal handling check with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher number. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Commander. I'm so sorry.
Wait, are the rolls not showing up for people on stream? I thought...
Mm-mm.
What's going on there? Give me a second. That should be...
Just so you know, chat, I rolled another nat 20.
Sure did. Oh, I think
I'm
I might
kind
be
of
on the
a-
wrong...
I'm kind of the king of nat 20s.
You are. You're
Gotta be
fucking
honest.
killing it. What's going on?
I actually rigged the algorithm. I have this plugin that increases my drop rate.
Oh no.
Okay, try rolling something again. Just anything. Doesn't matter.
I'll do it again. Again.
Okay, there the rolls show up. Okay, we got it fixed. Okay, so natural 20 on the animal handling check. You grab the reins of the octopus. As you kind of yank on them, you see the tentacles come down from the ship and let Leon go.
Who has the
And-
front tentacle? Is it me or the other octopus?
It is the front tentacle was killed, and it was this
Sorry, the
this
back one.
octopus,
Okay.
the one that you're on.
Okay.
So it is missing
Shit.
2 of its tentacles.
Opportunities are kind of endless. I can breathe underwater. This octopus can breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I can just tell by my watery senses, not my spidey senses, my watery senses, that Moonsy needs a bit of help. So I'm gonna use the octopus to like distract the little fuckers that are drilling holes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Maybe even try and like, maybe not even just distract them. Like maybe actually just wrap them up and like bring them out of the
So
water.
I'm gonna be the bad guy here, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that you don't know what's going on with Moonsy
Okay. Okay.
because of
Fair,
where you're
valid.
at and what you've been doing on
Mhm.
top
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
octopus
true.
here.
It's okay,
Um,
homie.
You've got immediate threat here of Shisa being drowned because Shisa can't breathe underwater like you can,
Yes.
Um,
Okay. Okay. You're
and then
right.
you've got
So
another enemy.
I'm gonna use. I have 8 arms. This is perfect. This is bloody perfect. I'm gonna use one set of tentacles to wrap Shisha up and put her back on deck. Just
Thank
you know, boop,
you.
and then
Okay.
I'm gonna.
This is going to be all of your actions for the turn. There will be no
This is
attacking
fine.
from Fergus.
This is fine. I understand. I
All
understand.
right.
And then I'm gonna use 2 because I know how strong these fuckers are. I'm gonna use 2 tentacles each and wrap them both up, and just kind of just hold them. 2
Okay.
tentacles each.
So
Just-
roll me. Do you have any weapons that are a +5 to hit?
Everything is a +6.
Everything's a +6. Okay, so roll whatever weapon you want, and then just subtract 1 from the roll because the octopus tentacles are a +5 to hit. So roll whatever attack. It doesn't matter. Okay. So the first tentacle is gonna miss on this guy. Go ahead and roll on the second one. What the fuck? What the hell is going on? This
What just?
yo.
Commander's like, oh,
No!
combat's gonna be hard today. We're all
What
like,
the
yeah, we'll see about that.
Fuck.
That's gonna be hard. Take my nat 20, bitch.
Ross has a cold mic
What?
throat.
Oh my god. Actually lucky as fuck. All right. Go ahead and roll. So on roll 20.
Yeah, just hit the rapier. Yeah.
Don't hit the rapier. Hit. So in the chat box on roll 20, do
Yeah.
/roll, and then do 6d6. Okay.
Fucking hell, that's
So
pretty
it's
good, man.
normally 3d6 for the tentacle attack, but we're critting it. So 66. Okay. So 24 as you wrap up this Triton. He is currently restrained by the octopus. And you can move him up to 5 squares in any direction you want.
Can I just pretend that water goes? Wait, well, let me see what you can see. Can I look? I know this is probably a bit annoying, but
Mhm.
oh, wait, I can't grab him. Can move him,
I can
here?
move him.
I know it's out of bounds, but can I just like?
The
hand
octopus can't reach that far. He can only reach to the edge of the map.
Oh, okay, then there. That's probably as far as I can possibly.
All right. You move him kind of over off the screen quite a bit. All right. That is Fergus's turn. It is now the Triton's turn. The Triton is going to, as he's restrained, he gets disadvantage on this attack against you, but he's going to try and throw his spear from here at you on the back of the octopus. The first one's a 17 to hit. The next one is a natural 20, so it's going to be a 17 to hit you. What's your armor class?
15.
Okay. So it's going to be a Constitution saving throw from you.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. And that is 4, 9. So that is 9 points of piercing damage from the spear. And then with a 14, you do save, so you're going to take half of 10, which is 5 poison damage. So 9 and 5, so 13.
Okay. Guys, I'm on 6 HP.
And then he is going to try and yank you into the water. We're going to have you do a strength saving throw. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Let's back up for a second. I'm going to play it like I played it before. Roll me a dexterity saving throw first. We'll see if this spear... if he had extra negatives to this. Okay, so his 17 to hit you actually gets bumped down to a 12 to hit you. So that is actually going to miss you. You're not going to take any of that damage. All right, I fucked up by not having you do the dexterity saving throw at the start when I threw the spear at you. My bad.
Okay, so I heal myself 13, right?
Yep. But the other one is going to attack you, and it's going to try its best. So let's see what it rolls here.
Is this the one that's restrained?
This is not the one that was restrained. The one that was restrained just tried to attack you. This one...
Oh, sorry, okay. Yeah,
So now roll another dexterity saving throw, and we'll see if this one gets a negative to his hit. Oh, he does. So that is going to be a 15 to hit, which I think just barely hits you. 15, right?
I am 15 armor class, yeah.
Okay. So it's much less damage. So it's going to be 5 piercing damage, and then you already rolled your Constitution saving throw, so you're going to take 3 poison damage.
Just 3 poison damage, that's it, yeah.
So 5 piercing, 3 poison.
Okay.
Total of 8.
Yeah, okay. I may need a heal, by the way. Somebody. Yeah.
All right, the other Tritons. First one's going to attack Moonsy down here at the bottom. 11's going to miss the shark. The shark's AC is 12. A 3 is going to definitely miss. That one's going to hit 15 for 10 points of piercing. And then in the Roll20 chat, Moonsy, type /roll.
Okay.
And then D20.
Roll D.
And then just add 1 to it. 14.
Plus 1?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So 14 is going to save against the poison, so you're only going to take 4 points of poison damage. So you're down from 22 to 8. Is that correct?
22. Wait.
Because you took 14 points of damage total.
14. Oh, why can't I put my damage in?
With the shark, you're just going to have to keep track of it on the side, probably.
Okay. So 27 minus 14 plus or minus 8. I can't do math.
It's okay. So you do minus 10 and then minus 4. So a total of 14 lost this turn from your 22 that the shark has.
22 minus 14.
So it should be 8, right?
8. Okay, cool. Which one's the one that threw the thingy at me?
Good question. It is the one that you attacked.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get bit.
All right. The other ones are going to... the first one is going to swim over here, away from the ship, and it is going to see that its octopus is, like, not doing what it's supposed to do. Confused, it comes over here to see what's going on. It's going to shock its octopus. Moonsy, you see from underneath the octopus, you can kind of see from this angle over here, the Triton swims over with its spear, clicks a little button on the spear, and then shocks the octopus from underneath. The octopus gives a shudder, and Fergus, give me a dexterity saving throw as the octopus shudders and tries to throw you off. Not by choice. You're good. You hold on to the reins. The octopus does not let you go, and you don't let it go. This one is going to... this one already did its attack on Moonsy. It's going to swim over here, underneath deck. We'll swim right there. All right. That is their turn. Next up is Leon, who is going to run over here and hop onto the octopus with Fergus. Crocus, you're up.
I want to bite this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
The audacity. 18.
18's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then the damage. I don't know if you can click the. Does it say the damage there already?
This is 5 piercing.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay, so you deal 5 piercing to that guy. And that is your action. You can still move or do your that's pretty much it. You can move.
Can I move over near Rossi?
Yeah.
How close can I get?
You can get you can move up to 8 squares. So if you use your arrow keys, you can count 8.
1, 2, 5, 7, 8. Is that 8?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. I'm just yeah, that's good. I'm good
All
there.
right. Big reef shark swims up underneath the octopus, Fergus. You kind of see it out of the corner of your eye. The band is going to. I think the band's. I mean, they're badasses. They're gonna hop on the octopus with you.
What? Yeah, dude. We don't
Octopus
need
party!
no fucking boat. We're going to Jurassic on a fucking octopus.
All right. So the whole band gets on the octopus here. Shisa, you're up. After I roll this attack on the Triton that's restrained with advantage with the bazooka base. Oh, natural 20 on the bazooka base.
Woo!
And this guy is dead in the arms of the octopus.
Nice.
All right. Shisa, what are you thinking?
Well, so am I still in the arms of the octopus?
In the arms
No, I just put you down.
of
Like
the
I picked up and put you
octopus.
down.
Where was I put down?
Just there by the cannon.
You're the purple. Yep, there you go.
Okay. So we want to kill the Tritons, right?
So what we need to either do is kill the Tritons, or we need to take the tentacle off the back of the boat. So we need to do one or the other. But I think we should probably maybe tunnel vision a little bit on taking the tentacle off before the boat breaks. So that kind of just buys a bit of extra time. I don't know how far you can travel though.
But since I'm damaged and you're damaged as well, I should probably just focus on healing instead.
Mhm.
And I'll just cure your wounds.
All right. So you do need to touch for cure wounds.
Yeah, so I need you to pick me up and put me on top of your head, the octopus head.
Fergus can do that on his turn if you want to hold your action.
Shoot. Okay. Do I have anything that I can heal from far away?
Do you have healing word?
No.
That would be the only ranged healing spell.
Okay.
It'd be less healing, but it would be ranged.
I can't. I guess I have to wait to heal you. Sorry, Ross.
So
That's okay.
what you
I'm
could
not
do
as
is another
low as I
dissonant
was with that.
whispers. You got enemy here, 2 of them down there. You could do another one of those if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll thunderclap one of these bitches.
All right, so you walk over to the edge, lean down with your hand, and roll the damage for thunderclap. I'll roll the save for this guy. You rolled a 12. Your DC is 13. Deal 1 thunder damage to him. Bam!
Lol.
Bam!
Jeez.
He basically just got he just got a static shock and that was it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man.
Did you want to do any more
embarrassing.
inspiring or anything else as your bonus action?
Inspire me.
I'm gonna inspire Ross, and I'm gonna sing a little tune, and it's gonna be like, "Oh,
Getting
let
slizzard.
me go on top of the octopus's head, so I can touch you, and I can heal you." And that's it.
Guys,
And,
I've suddenly been inspired to pick my friend up.
You have been. And in that time, you are... That's Shisa. It is the octopus's turn. That is not being controlled by you. And it is going to probably join its compatriot as it swims underneath the ship.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh lord, he come!
Oh, Lord, he coming! I can't really put a blue dot on him because he's too big. So
That's okay. We understand.
you
We
understand. He's underneath the ship. He's not above she, so let me throw him to the background. And to back. All right. So he's there. The other Triton is still on his back. And I can put a blue dot on him. These are all underwater underneath the ship. Anything without a blue dot is above the ship or above water level. These guys are going to swim over here. And this tentacle is going to go away here as Grit kills it. The back tentacle is still squeezing on that engine, though. And the octopus is kind of getting a new angle on the ship. And the fight is getting dire. All right. Victor is going to walk over here and fire his arrows at these two Tritons over here. That's a hit, and it's a miss. Alright, so that is 5 points of piercing damage on that. Tentacles. Yep, the tentacle on the back is going to squeeze that engine, which you hear a loud pop, an explosion, and a...
Uh-oh.
And there's big smoke coming out of the back of the ship.
That's good.
And this other tentacle is going to rip this cannon off. And that is the tentacle turns. Fergus, you're up.
Do I know that the... Oh, wait. Let me pick up my good old gorgeous friend who's just sang a song and inspired me.
Thank you.
All right.
To pick her up and plop her beside me. Not only because I want to be healed, but because I miss her.
All right.
Aw.
So
I
she's
need to
plopped
dry
beside
off.
you.
I'm all wet. I fell in the water.
Oh, here, have a cuddle.
Aww.
Oh, where's my hug?
Oh god.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So can you heal me, please? Haha.
I have
Um,
to wait.
Yeah, she'll have to do it on her turn.
Damn it. Okay. La, 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 la. Do I know the big fucker is underneath the boat coming towards me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can see it's about to be an octopus fight.
Okay, but it might not be. It might not be because I have giga brain cells right now.
Ooh.
Oh, who can swim in my group? Can everybody swim? Only me and Leon.
Everyone
breathe
can
underwater.
swim, but they are not going to be able to breathe underwater.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. Okay. Like, there's this one scene in Pirates of the Caribbean
Mhm.
that Davy Jones uses his fucking tentacles to like pick up 100 things at once.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do the inverse, right? I'm gonna put all my fucking pals back on the boat.
Okay.
Other than
Shisa?
am I gonna do that? Wait, let me think. Wait.
You got a big decision to make.
What's my HP? Whoa.
Crocus, start thinking about what you want to do.
Mm.
Okay. I'm probably gonna live to regret this, but fuck it. I am gonna put everybody back on the ship other than Leon, because I know Leon can breathe underwater, and I'm doing
Okay.
this for the sake of my group. And then I am also going to dive the octopus, so that I can take the other octopus on underwater.
Battle puss,
And-
battle puss.
Instead of commanding my octopus to go for the other octopus, I actually want it to attack what are they called again? Triton,
Triton.
whatever they're called. Triton. I want it to go for the Triton on its back to try and rip it off.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure. As you dive down, let me put blue dots on everybody. And you dive underneath the ship there. You see Moonsey as a shark. You've actually never seen Crocus as a shark before, but you can kind of tell because the skin color is kind of like that lavendery pink purple of like the shark is that kind of color. Kind of like Beast Boy. When Beast Boy turns into an animal, he's kind of green.
Yeah.
Similar. All right. So, octopus versus octopus. Your goal is to rip this particular Triton off the back, right?
If that is the rider, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20. Well, roll me an attack and then -1 like we did before. Like one of your +6 attacks minus, and we'll just subtract 1 from it. So 18 is going to hit that Triton, who is going to be restrained by your tentacle. Go ahead and roll 3d6 damage. Or, yeah, 3d6. So, /roll 3d6. Okay, 15. As you wrap around that guy, and you can attempt to yank him off the octopus. It's a little different than before. It's going to be a strength check on the Triton here to hold on to his reins. So, roll me an athletics check, and we're going to add 5 to it. So, whatever your athletics is, if you have like a -1 or whatever on your character sheet, we'll add 6 to it or whatever, but it's going to be a +5 to whatever athletics you roll. So, just go ahead and roll. You just roll d20 if you want, /roll d20.
Yeah, I'll just roll d20.
And then we'll add 5 to it. For the octopus, 13. Fucking... Alright. He rolled a natural 1. So... you wrap around him and you can move him up to 5 squares. You want him up? You want him down?
I'm gonna bring him towards Leon. So 5
1, 2,
squares
3, 4,
towards
5.
Leon.
Say like right there?
Yep.
All right. He's letting out, but you can see bubbles coming out of the Triton's mouth as it's screaming as it gets dragged off of the octopus. And that is your turn, Fergus. Triton's turn.
Oh god.
All right.
I'm fucking petrified, guys. This could be the worst decision of my life.
First, Triton's going to swim over here underneath the water and is going to attempt to stab you with the spear, Fergus. And that is an 18 to hit.
Am I doing a dexterity throw again?
This is not a throw. He's just going to stab. So this is just regular armor class.
Oh no.
So 18 to hit is going to hit for 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then Constitution saving throw.
I think I'm dead. Oh, okay, I'm dead.
It's going to be 9 poison damage. What's that leave you at?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, so you're unconscious. You're not dead. You're unconscious. So as the spear stabs into you, Leon looks back. Crocus, you look over in shark form and see the spear kind of stab into Fergus. He goes limp with the spear stabbed into him, and then the Triton kind of throws him off to the side as Fergus starts floating down to the bottom of the ocean. And that's one Triton. This Triton's going to come over here and attack Leon.
Minzy, are you okay? I think Minzy just DC'd.
What happened?
Oh no.
I think Minzy just DC'd.
Oh, from Zoom. Yeah, you're right. She might have DC'd from... oh, I got a message on Discord here. My Wi-Fi took a massive shit. Okay.
And welcome to the intermission, everybody. Bada-boo.
Well, we've only got 10 minutes left.
Guys, there's still time to grab a Coke. Don't worry.
we are going to... I'm going to do the rest of these Triton turns. So the one's going to attack Leon and miss. The other one's going to try and break free of his octopus and not even get close. The other one's going to swim over here and attack Leon. Fucking, why can I not roll a good roll? These two are going to climb on deck. On the side of the ship. And go to attack Grit. First one's going to miss. Second one's going to hit. And... oh, that's a big hit on Grit. Alright, that's their turns. Leon is going to... I think Leon would be a badass and swim up here to the top of the octopus. Risk a couple opportunity attacks. Yeah, they're going to miss the first one. The second one's a natural 20, though. Doesn't really matter because he's raging and he's got a dickload of health, but we're still going to do 20 points of damage, half to 10, and then poison damage is 8, half to, not halved, so 8 plus 10, 18. So he's going to take 18 damage, go up to the octopus, and he's going to roll his own animal handling check. Succeeds on the animal handling check and pulls this octopus back into form. And he is going to wrap around Fergus and drag Fergus from falling with one tentacle. And then he's going to attempt to attack this Triton with the other tentacle over here. And he's going to hit for 3d6. Is 9 points of damage. Alrighty. Crocus would be next. I'll let her move when she gets back. The band is going to take their ranged attacks on these Tritons in the water. 19 and a 14 are both going to hit. Good, good, good. Not good. Alright. This Triton dies. The band fires their weapons. Bam, bam, bam. Grit is in kind of a predicament over there. Gonna make 2 attacks and hit with both. Or 10 damage. And Grit is... yeah, he's kind of in a bad position. Shisa, you're up. You're standing next to the band. They all just fired their weapons into the water. You got a big octopus underneath the ship that you can't really see, but you can see its tentacles kind of coming around. You see Leon is on the back of this octopus controlling it. He's grabbed unconscious Fergus in one of the tentacles.
Can I reach Fergus?
You can hop down and reach Fergus, sure.
Can I heal him at this point? Like, is he savable?
Yeah. He's just unconscious. What happens...
Okay.
I don't know has anyone gone unconscious yet? Either of you two?
No.
Been unconscious before?
No.
I'm the first person unconscious of the lobby.
Okay. So when somebody goes unconscious, they start doing what's called death saving throws. So what happens is on their turn, so like on Ross's turn, he'll roll a death saving throw. If he gets a 10 or higher, he's good on his death saving throw. If he gets a 9 or lower, that's a bad thing. And if you get 3 bad checks in a, like not in a row, but 3 bad checks, you die. And if you get 3 good checks, your character is just, it's like they're like stable, but still unconscious. Like they're not dying anymore. They go out of critical condition if you get 3 successes. If you roll a natural 1, that's 2 negatives against you. That's 2 marks against you. If you roll a natural 20, your character revives with 1 HP. So, that's what death saving throws are. You basically get 6 chances to try and live or die.
Okay, and if I heal him, will that make him conscious again suddenly? Or
Yep, it'll bring him back
cool.
to consciousness, yep.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'll just revive Ross.
Alright, you can get over here. You're gonna have to swim underwater to do it.
That's okay.
Alright, so we'll put a blue dot on you. and you swim down there. Go ahead and roll the healing. 13 healing up, Ross. There, go ahead and heal yourself 13.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
Fergus, you are all healed up. Shisa, the way being underwater works is you get a few rounds of being under there, like holding your breath, few rounds of combat, and then you start having to make saving throws to hold your breath, Constitution saving throws, which get progressively harder. And then bad things start to happen if you start inhaling water.
Yeah,
So
I want to try to get out of the water back onto the ship. It's like that's my next.
yeah. So you can swim close to the surface of the water, but not quite up to the top with the rest of your movement. So you're still kind of near the underside of the waves.
Am I
turn.
close enough to the boat to like check for some netting and like to hold on to or something?
You are currently not. You could swim about right there in a diagonal shape, swimming back upwards towards the boat, but you're not quite close enough to see any like ways to climb up from there. So you'll have to check on your next turn.
All right.
The octopi, neither of which, I mean, the one is being controlled by Leon. The other one has no controller at the moment.
Maybe I could cast something on it next turn to get it to pick me up.
The octopus?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, Leon has control of this big one here, which is a good thing.
Well, can I just like yell out to Leon like, "Hey, pick me up when you get the chance"?
He notices what's going on. You wouldn't be able to yell because you're underwater, but if he sees you, then he's gonna be like, "Yeah, she can't breathe underwater. I should probably do something."
Okay, good. I just don't expect Brickhead Leon to, know what to do. So
he might. We'll see. But I think we're gonna end with this because this is the end of the round of combat. So what's gonna happen is this octopus is going to look over and see Leon and Fergus, and then he's gonna see the octopus across from him that is like in kind of a better state of mind. This octopus is noticeably like happy that he's being controlled by Leon, like happy that he is not being controlled by these kind of mean Triton that keep shocking them. So this octopus is going to swim over to Fergus and allow Fergus to get on its back.
let's go. Octopus Mounts.
Yeah.
And he's going to grab you with his tentacle and place you on his back. And that's where we're going to end it for today. There's still quite a bit of combat left. But now you have 2 big octopus mounts. All right. Yeah, we're going to keep it on track with time here and end it for the day. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Thank you for
Poggers.
doing this every single week. It's so much fun.
Of course.